Okay, now I've shown you guys how to make that loop into the end of the rope, and these, like I say, are for our seaplanes at Northwest Seaplanes. And through our experience, these ropes will unravel if you don't do them just right at the very end. So I'm going to show you how we do the ends, because these ropes stay on the airplanes, on the floats. We put these over the right over the struts that go into the floats, and these sit out in the wind and they tend to whip around in a circle. So I'm going to show you how to seal these so that they don't come apart. And basically, if you come over to my table here, I'm just going to show you what I'm doing here. I've got heat shrink, and this is just basically Young's heat shrink, and this is a Polyolefin heat shrink, 50% shrink, and it's for 3/4 inch. And what I do is I take it, oh, I think I measured this was something like, I don't know, what was it? Yeah, just about an inch and a half, almost inch and 3/8. Go whatever you want. And I'm going to do 4 pieces of this per rope end. So I've got 4. Well, I've got 8 ropes there, but anyway. Now what I'm going to do is basically take the end of my rope here, and then I'm going to, and you can see I've left this on, left the electrical tape on there, and I've burned the end of this with the torch. So let me get my torch going again. I'll show you. And like I say, I burned the end like this, you know, so it melts down. This is that polypropylene rope, or polypro rope. And then what I'll do is I'll take a heat shrink, and I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to double up. I'm going to actually put 4 pieces of heat shrink on this line, and then I'm also going to use the plastic dip. So these go on first, because I'm going to put 2 of these on, and then I'm going to heat shrink 2 of these, and I'm going to plastic dip it, and then after the plastic dip is done, then I'll bring these 2 back down and heat shrink them over the plastic dip. And usually the best way to do this is with a heat gun. I don't have a heat gun. I'll use my torch, and you can see how that's melting down. You don't want to get too close when you use a torch, or else you'll burn it. And you can see it's shrinking down on that line. Okay, there. Then I bring this other one down right over the top of it. That's why I basically double all this stuff up here. This is a lot of abuse on these airplanes, on the end of these ropes, because they stay there the whole time we're flying. And this is good for a boat rope too, if you want to use it for a boat and you want to make sure that these things don't fray on the end. This is a great way to do it. Okay, so we're going to do it just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the plastic dip. I've already got a can open here. This is the plastic dip, and our airplanes are orange. And I'm going to come right over here to this side. I've got this all set up over here now, and these are all my ropes here. Sorry about the movement here, but this is how we do it here in the shop. And then I got my plastic dip, and go ahead and let these just go wherever they want. And I think I can see, yeah, you can see me there. Yeah, it's about like so. And then you're supposed to stir this, you know, between applications lightly. You don't have to over stir it. When you get a brand new can, you can see that it has separated. And then they say to submerge it a ½ inch, bring it out, wait 5 seconds, and submerge it again. Am I in your view here? Yeah, I'll come over here so I can see it too. Now I'm going to go in just about like that, and I'm going to bring it out. I'm going to wait 5 seconds, and then I'm going to go back down in, go a little bit more, let it drain, and then I usually go in a new can. I go in quite a ways there. And when you have an old can, you have to, there, that's about what I like to do, right about there. And I probably should have used the new can because I got a little on the rope up on top there, but that's okay. And then I just let it drip like that. Okay, and then I have cardboard on my floor so I don't stain my floor, my beautiful floor, which is chipboard. And then I basically just come over here and I hang it over just like that, and then I just let her dry just like that. So that's the operation right there. And then that'll just sit there and drip dry, and I'll let it go for a little while, and then I'll turn it upside down because it'll get a little bit of a tail on it. You can see that tail right there. See how that tail shows up right there? And then I'll just turn it over and then knock that little tip off there, basically like this. It dries pretty quickly, and in a 4-hour period it's completely ready to use. So I'll let that dry, and then I'll go and dip it one more time so it's got double dip. And then after that operation, what I do is I take these guys and then I slide these back over my heat shrinks. I slide them back over and cover that end up right there, and it'll heat shrink right around in there, and that way this part won't start to fray open and or unravel basically. So that's how we treat the ends of our ropes right there. Okay, that's pretty cool. Thanks for watching.